Tell us about your blessed grandmother, Mary.
Oh, absolutely. The name source is correct. She was a blessed lady. She truly was. She was my grandmother and my friend and my confidant. I mean, without question. Saved my ass over and over and over.
She probably didn't like that your mother was so mean to you about your shoes and your school clothes and all that stuff.
As far as she was concerned, she was my mother. And this other person that was in between her and I really didn't need to be there.
You're right. She would have taken you on wholeheartedly. She loved the ground you walked on. You could do no wrong. But I do remember one particular instance. Because Mother was fairly well endowed, not only this way, but a little lower also. I believe Jay was 3 years old. This is where he learned about women.
Breasts.
Certainly not
And
from you.
Never mind, never mind.
By the way, Mac, have you got a match?
Well, anyhow, when you all get through with your frivolity, Mother is putting on her girdle. And Jay is 3 years old and he's watching her. And he says, "Oh, Grandma, you'll never get all that." Mother never forgot that. Oh my God. She laughed about that for years and years and years. And I still think that is one of those things that should be sent in to Reader's Digest.
Oh, yeah.
Because that is so funny.
Fortunately, she got a kick out of it, too.
Oh yeah, she did. She told everybody about it.
Grandest lady I've ever known in my life.
Yeah.
Was that lady.
And a saint.
Oh, God, yes.
Just a total saint.
No, but she let you believe she was. She was not a saint. But she absolutely, you believed that she was. That's what it was.
Yes.
And a master of the unsaid. And she could turn and just look at you, which she had for my whole life, and just turn and look at you and go, not good. Did bad that time.
Sorry, Grandma.
And quite a cook.
Oh, yeah. Very, very.
Which Cloyce did inherit from her.
Yes.
I didn't inherit it.
She was
She
taught.
taught me.
Oh, okay.
She taught me to cook. And if you were going to get Dad to eat anything, it had to be made just exactly the way Mother made it. Because he was the world's poorest eater in the entire world.
Yeah.
But he got to the point where he would eat only my meatloaf, only my roast beef hash.
Fried chicken.
No,
No?
Mother's fried chicken.
chicken. Fried chicken was neat.
The best. The fried chicken was the
Yeah.
best.
Now I have to say, we were having the fried chicken conversation, and I do agree that Cloyce makes just the most fantastic fried chicken. But Mary also made a mean fried chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Hers
Yeah.
was
Without any
better than
question.
mine. Absolutely.
Grandma made a mean duck. She made a mean goose. She made a
Yeah.
mean turkey.
She did.
She did everything perfectly.
Yeah, she really did.
But there is, all the time that I was growing up, my mother on Sundays would make fried chicken at a cabin in the hills on a wood stove. And I would be out all day doing what
Fishing.
boys do in the mountains. And come home and you could smell fried chicken for a mile. I'm honest to God, you smell it for a mile. And you just, the closer you got to home, the faster you ran. And I mean, it was to die for. And nothing has changed. It is the same.
But you must also remember, at that cabin, you would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. and go out and go fishing. He'd bring a bucket of trout back by 6. I mean, they were all cleaned, all ready to go in the pan. Fry the bacon, put the trout in the pan, and they were so fresh they would flip-flop in the
Oh,
pan.
yeah, absolutely.
Here we were having fresh, and there isn't anything fresher than trout. But, you know, we could only eat so many trout. And we had a little pond next to our cabin. So Jay'd go down the stream, he'd catch all these fish, he'd put them in a bucket, make sure he didn't hurt them by taking that hook out of their mouths, and he'd put them in his bucket full of water, bring them up, and put them in the little pond there. And of course it took them that long to swim back over the dam. And right back down the creek. So
Jay'd
it
catch
goes
them
back
again.
down and catches them again. But you loved to fish.
I don't think it was the same ones that I caught over.
Well, maybe not. But,
There was a lot of fish in that creek.
oh, I know. But,
And maybe one time I caught one of the same ones. And you know how I know? Because he looked at me and he says, "Come on, Jay. How many times are we going to do this?"
oh, we had so many good times. We had so many good times in that counter. We really did. We were talking earlier about playing pitch,
Oh, yeah.
high-low, jig-jack of the game. And we'd have 7, 8 people at the table and just have more fun, you know. Everybody eat together. It was good. Okay, that's all, Sarah.
Okay.